Okay, before we get started, it's just gonna be kind of like a boring interlude chapter, like nothing crazy for the Genshin Impact. I haven't played Genshin forever, dude, but like this is, yeah, this is it. I'm probably just gonna crack open a couple cold ones and just chill out. So yeah, let's hop into it.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Yeah, let's do it, buddy. Let's do it. Why not, dog?
Greetings, traveler. Paimon. Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing? In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But... Feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual. Take a look around, huh?
I literally see nothing wrong.
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
Good job.
You're a bit tired. No
Wait,
big
I
deal.
shouldn't say that.
Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go. Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
Why do I feel that to my core?
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait,
Just for the
are
streets.
you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories
Maybe they're
is
just
already over.
working out the kinks, because, you know, hey, people in Mondstadt like their kinks, I guess. I don't know.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine? This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Maybe you ate something there, big fella.
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out.
Nah, man.
It
Tell
is
me what you see,
Windbloom
bruh.
after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh.
Our advantage or
Is
big
it
fella.
something in the air, maybe?
Well, you're fucked if it's something there, bro.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
Why don't they have the voice act? Oh, come on, dude. This is gonna put a whole shamble in the whole vibes, brother.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy wind bloom.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Okay, I guess I get my reading. Not at all. You are the exact people I've been trying to find. So, traveler, Paimon, have you been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of Knights of Favonius? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all.
Bro,
Have fun,
she
you
has
three.
nowhere to go.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt, but let's discuss finer details back at headquarters. I mean, okay. But like... Alright, let's do it. Screw it. Oh. Oh, I gotta walk by 2 feet.
Speed of light.
Okay. Be like that. Really should up the time you have, like,
Don't blink.
to get your stamina back, because like, it feels like it's too short, you know? Alright. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully, he's got a voice line now.
Ah, Kaya. You found them.
I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's
Oh,
great to have
oh,
you in
Eula.
town.
Wait, she's
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an
Nope.
honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Allow me. You have Note, Captain of the Second Company, Scott. Okay, Captain of the Third Company, Eula, Captain of the Fourth Company, and me, Captain of the Ninth Company.
You're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean!
Oh, she doesn't have a, oh, okay, this is just brutal. Thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. I mean, there's 4 captains, so like, not really. Yes, that would be the captain's. You know a few of them already, but okay. There's a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered the complaints of the Knights
A
of
trial?
Favonius.
But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
I can understand the confusion. You never participated in one of their trials before. In truth, you haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order. Mondstadt, of course, the interest and fairness. Major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidelines of Barbados, the Knights uphold justice, and the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. Okay, Church blessings, wind. It's not skipping. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
I mean, it doesn't really mean joint. Just because it's a joint prayer doesn't mean it serious. It just means everyone needs to be. Yeah, okay, anyway. Hold on, the group of people who saw the corridor just now, that there was somebody missing. Where's Albedo?
Right.
Where's
He's
Alfredo
the captain of
sauce?
the investigation team.
Where's
But
Alfredo
we
Weinstein?
didn't see
No.
him out there.
We didn't see him out there. Yep. That's exactly why I called you here, to go get him. At most, understand facts, deliver an impartial verdict. Okay.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
It's time, Jean. Understood. Come with me. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask. Oh, fuck. Don't worry. Trial will be fair. Of course. This game loves trials. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. Is she gonna be like... Oh, Jesus. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, Jean will oversee today's proceedings. Here we go. This person... Okay, never mind. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of Church Favonius, will serve as assessor as representatives from organizations.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Probably. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Alfredo, what did you do? Yes. W. Thank you. Certain aspects of this case are classified and remains uncertain. Oh, that was very fast. Identities of victims are still unknown. Strange. Okay, talk to me. What do we got? What do we got, interlude? So it skips that one really fast, but it doesn't skip this one at all. Perfect. If guilt is established in this case, all facts are public final. If guilt is established. Miss Hertha, captain of logistics, appoints Mr. Kaye to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Of course, he doesn't have a voice actor either. Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Oh, okay. Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Wow, is this
Murder?
is this a kid's game?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
Oh, she's hateful.
No. There's no way.
Well, innocent until proven
We now call that
guilty,
witness
so
to the
chill.
stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Oh, the lady for the streets, right. Wow, she's trying to break up with Gwen. She did.
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back,
Business.
I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo.
Looked.
He was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
Apples?
I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I mean, the visual helped, but I feel like that made it kind of valid. I now turned to the defendant. I was working in my office, second floor, Knights of Favonia's headquarters. That's right, the next day, the defendant submitted the case environmental report on the Dragonspire region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken considerable amount of time.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
Nope.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
The crimes did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location
sloppy,
the witness
brother.
described.
Considering your
If
playable
no crime
character.
occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim identified.
It's
has been
true.
identified either,
No one has
correct?
been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Pay attention, bro. She's for the streets. You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. I killed multiple, probably. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive. You also, if you're a captain of the investigation team, you
The
have
defendant raises an important point.
ways to...
Motive. Yet,
Anyway.
I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Okay. Please tell the court what you saw. Please have a voice. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose the body beneath the cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I could not make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
MO is modus operandi, by the way. I would only inquire as to what Mr. D was doing in the area in the morning. Not so opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? If Dawn Winery is my home, it is not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just have to be in the right place at the right time, that's all. Just a coincidence. Mr. Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo, yet the question remains, where are the bodies? Hit the floor.
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is what looks like to be teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is all the remains in the body? I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Careful now, Mr. Diluc. I do believe I hear presumption of guilt.
These
in there
remains
somewhere.
suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition.
A femur is the strongest bone
Considering
in
the
the body.
defendant's
One of them.
profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is
By
at
the
play
way.
here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy and intellectual exchange. Oh. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted reviewing her calculations until the next morning, Mr. Albedo present. With Mr. Albedo present, excuse me. That's right, we were in the library together. Ooh.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He can never be in that. Okay, that's not really evidence, though. Just, yes.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time?
Jesus.
Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. That's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to die for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Yes, I know. Claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been mention of motive. There's been no mention of motive or what the exact method of human remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt.
Shocker.
But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence. Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Okay, but it's taking this out of context. Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
Ooh, cool. Now she's calling him some sort of necromancer. Yes, it's true. I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be defendant's handwriting and that the letter makes more passing mention of
Correct.
putrefaction.
Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
Maybe he's possessed. I mean, there's been worse.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, That is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims, and the
It's all very
specific alchemical
circumstantial.
process used in this case.
He's like, I'm screwed. Then we are in agreement. Not guilty. The evidence is conclusive. What? They found him guilty? Dude, no. That's... no. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person. Well, okay. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have a time to submit objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. I'm sure Albedo feels some type of way as well. As you watch a bit of being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. Oh, here we go. What do we got? Is it Child? What's his name? It's probably the Abyss Order doing some shit, man. They're always fucking around. It all comes back to the letter of secret you and Albedo know all too well. People in Mondstadt have yet to discover. Your sister. Okay, I'll click. Oh, it's
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me a secret once that he was synthetic. That he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have been something to do with this case? I don't remember that. But what? Following in, okay, Ryan Daughter's footsteps? Just because he's an alchemical creation, that would only make him more suspicious. I don't even know. Well, this took a turn for the worse. Who are you?
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
She doesn't have a voice. Oh my god, dude, this game is like... Okay. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message passed along. For us? Yes, you're needed a star snap.
Who is he?
Okay. That is a crazy... He's a clone. You'll know when you get there. Okay. Recollections. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to go over and review the... Yeah, let's begin. Oh, Jesus. Okay. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite, Albedo disappearing after a chat was at a cave, but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula entered Albedo... Wait, what? At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo. Excuse me. Yeah, at the same time, Eula encountered Albedo elsewhere on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away. Okay. And he attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunted and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopper Flower posing as him, yet there were more than 2 people wearing the same face on that mountain. Okay, so it's a Whopper Flower. So, if that happened, why the why am I not? So I have to object and explain that a whopper flower pretended to be a person. Is that I've never seen that happen.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Okay. Where the story began. Freudian slip. Yeah, I'm also a little tired. I don't see Eula entering anybody. I don't know. Anyway, who knows? Moving along. We'll just continue right along with something else here. Okay. Ah, Barbados. Wind god, right? Oh god, he doesn't have a voice either. What is happening to this friggin' game? I can hear you guys humming.
Did you send us that message?
No,
Oh.
I did.
Oh.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Effendi, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
I feel like he sounds like Venti.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat.
On a cliff.
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, the god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean by his true identity, then yes, we do. I don't.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew the moment Rhineder and Alice brought Albedo to the Mondstadt, who those were to intent. Oh, okay. Perfect specimen of synthetic life at the stage of the case. There were countless questions surrounding Albedo's motives. His true identity is a potential weakness. Yeah.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means you need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? Me, well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and a lot of strange things have happened in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
Diluc, that's how you say it. When no love remains for the song we tell, the world becomes not but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, but not for a hero who could set us all free. Okay.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life, at least. That's what Barbados says. That's certain. Someone going to overcome a trial like that, in such cases, even when the seven know better than to tamper with that. Sigh, if only there were a brave soul willing to aid their friend at this time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, elements that could be worse for it. Alright, put the traveler
If
to
you
work.
wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
That was them asking. Alright, well, they're pretty much... You have help. Okay. We'll help. Let's see. What do you have for us?
A bomb!
Wind Archon. Don't worry, remove the fuse, but it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication
So,
device.
this thing belongs to you now?
Belongs to you now. We're old pals. Anyway, this invention with a little help of Jiggamine will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. Oh, it's a cell phone. Okay. It's more effective than actually asking and not... Yeah, right on. Vente oh. Okay, right on. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, this invention, yeah, it's a cell phone. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. Okay. Oh boy. Here we go. Go back to Mondstadt. Why did we meet on a cliff then? What the fuck? Okay. Huh? Kind of sucks that nobody has voice. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. That beta situation is not looking good. Yeah, no shock.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something
This
like
guy
that.
has a voice actor then?
Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone. Farka once said Albedo was very different from the rest of us, perhaps. There are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Perfect timing. Kaya has a favorite. Of course he does. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange. I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start an investigation of the case. Yes, that's what he said. It's time for you to get involved. Yes. Do you want us to join the investigation? That's what he asked. Oh, wait. Investigation of our own. Continue working on defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help, let us know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to ask you with this task, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We have the benefit of the doubt. Understood. Okay. I know you get to the bottom of this, traveler. You never failed us on the time of need. Thanks.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Deal with that when we come. Then you'll have done it great. Then you will have done Mondstadt a great deal of service. I'm expecting a retrial. Cool. Alright. Well, let's go investigate the abyss. It's probably their fault. Or, what was it again? Fucking... one of those plant things. Get all Beto's office. Bro's got an office too. Isn't it the library? Wait. Wow. Can I? Okay.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These were here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Well, what would you do to stop me anyway?
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck.
Right back at ya.
Alright. They need to figure out some voice actors for this crap. Figure out the game, like uploading it, because this is silly. Investigate.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly related to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate under the book. After moving the book to the desk, it's almost okay. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk, resulting in a noise but unusual. Do we get to hear it? No. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Investigate underneath the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to the side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using power of Geom. Alright, sir. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also manifestation of rot. Let's read that again. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. Festering. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other like magnets, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. In what way? Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the profit project, I must take advantage of this opportunity. Blank. Soon to find what blank is, I guess.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Your mom's. They don't mention festering forces, would suggest Dragonspine could be around somehow. Okay, let's go to Dragonspine. Let's go to the scene of the crime, yo. If this has something to do with creating the synthetic life, would I better go that far to one of the experiments? I mean, it's possible. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. Okay. Huh. That's not far at all. Wow. Alright. Oh. Okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, it could be bought and hidden. Let's go find the body.
Huh. What does this mean?
Means we need to go find a body.
Do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
I think he's... Oh. I think it's his own bodies that he created, putting stuff away for like future versions of himself if he's synthetic.
Oh, Vent is calling. Let.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff, all right. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Oh, it's not auto. Okay, let me just... I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? You share what you learned with Vente Latte. Maybe replacement parts indeed. Not promising, but we should be grateful for Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out, if he's a clone, there'd be no separating him from her past. Huh? There'd be no separating him from her past. So Ryan daughter is a her. Okay, gotcha. And I take it she doesn't have a good past. As we both know, Ryan daughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness. Okay, larger than that. Let's just say it could convince even the closest to him of his guilt, perhaps even you. The notes, I don't know. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? Absolutely, I don't know.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith.
Okay. Optimistic of you, Paimon.
And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Does that mean the Wind Archon doesn't believe him anymore? Yeah, probably. Remaining objective has its own value.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Didn't we? Okay, no, we were going to do that, right? Okay. Oh,
Wait, that's Miles.
big fella. What's up?
What's he doing here?
What's up, Andy? Dude?
Oh, sorry.
There's no
I
snacks in here, buddy.
heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
You're behind this.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Those 3 new characters you met, they're all behind
I
this.
see. I'll
They're all
leave you
fake
to it
people.
then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well,
So it's a yes,
do
you
us a
did hear
favor
it.
and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh,
Beat it out of you.
sure. You got it.
You're gonna be testifying against
That
us
map we
shortly.
found in the hidden compartment seems important.
Hey,
We should check out the marked location.
Since you have Master Jean's permission,
God.
you're free to investigate the office anytime.
thanks. I'm trying to leave. What the fuck? I don't trust Miles at all. Bro. Excuse me. Oh my god. Okay. Go to the location marked on the map. Alright, let's go. Okay.
Don't worry. Snowfall on this scale is no impediment. We can keep...
Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of my hiccups. So, according to what he was saying in the notes, one of those things up here was imitating him, which I've never seen them do, and I don't believe that for going. Is it the top? Oh my god, I'm confused. Okay, there's no way I can read any of this with all those hiccups happening. Here we go. That's annoying.
Yeah!
Yeah, Miles is doing. Oh my god.
We should be getting close.
Although everything is covered in snow, as a season adventure, you notice the spot on the ground looks quite different from its surroundings. Yeah, it looks like a fire. A fire pit. Sizable hole underneath, large amount to fit a human body. Well, the hole is completely empty, but the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Yeah, well. Did an animal do this or some monster? No, man, it was Albedo.
Weird.
A trick?
There's
A
a
trick
hole,
I
but
try
no
is,
body.
I say, I'm not a fish out loud.
The
Sometimes that
prosecution's
helps
argument
someone
is that
else.
Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove all the why not remove the traces like all the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why is this location marked with his notes? I mean his notes. Yeah, me too. Fuck's sakes. You're back. Did you find anything? No.
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
Oh, that's easy enough. Okay. I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Probably not, because he doesn't remember what happened. Oh, yes, for retrial. Okay. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. What are the... Oh, yeah, there's questions, obviously. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent up for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just a matter of time, or what?
What's wrong?
Does she know? If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all more serious. The second trial will be more... Okay, that's really fast. I thought a public sentiment would be on Albedo's
not when
favor.
the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. Hope you consider attending that one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well, nothing was... It's all circumstantial evidence. There's no way he can be guilty off that, right? So... Alright. When the time comes, I'll do the best I can to my ability. Alright. Who's listening? Yep. I was gonna beat your ass, boy. Two whole days. Shouldn't I be investigating? Like, I'm just chilling out for 2 days, that's it? Okay. I mean, I guess all I can really do is wait for the lab to do its job.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Oh, it's like, bro, what time is it right now, dude? It's midnight, dog, and it's like trial time. Okay. Look at that. Hiccup's gone. Okay. Ah, you two, let me know if you're ready. We're ready, let's get it. Follow me. Okay. We got a cinematic at least? That'd be kinda cool. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean G, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case, Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Ms. Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains.
Yeah, but whose? That's not.
In addition,
we know that they are.
the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
Uh-oh.
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Alright, anyone check? What do you got? Handsman, male, 46 years old, martial status, single occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion of the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. Oh. Older, single male, hunter. Nobody checks in on him. Well. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Deluc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is handsome, and a specialized technique it was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition. So alchemy.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible. Well, that just leaves things open to interpretation. There's no exact, like, just, okay.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment.
The out of context
Who
letter.
better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
What if he was already dead?
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master D-Luke saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
Huh, yeah, you were. Give him a shit that. Okay, never mind.
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I thought it might be nice to, you know, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master D-Luke in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do.
She convinced you,
I'm
did
sorry
she?
it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Okay. The court thanks you for your courage.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
Special investigator was.
Wait, does she mean...
Shoot. The following pieces of evidence are uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. The map is found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the time and the locations at the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? I don't trust the prosecutor later either. Yeah, I don't either. She has a voice. She's a voice actor, so I feel like. Yes, belongs to you. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. This has got to be his clone, bro. He's like not. You do realize it's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have, I never killed a single person. They were already dead. They weren't a person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Wow. Miss Hertha, you presented a meticulous, convincing case. I'll give you that, but I do not admit something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
I agree. That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses, I'm exercising patience. Yo, he's got like the 1,000-year dead stare, bro.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Alright, bro. Just get to it. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does this mean he really didn't do anything untoward? Okay. I don't know who says that, but okay. You mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have been something to do with Dragon's Spine, which reminds me of the location. We were just there. You were the one who covered the notes, right? Then assuming you visited the location on the map as well. Yep. What you got, brother? Can you tell us what you found? Nothing. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragon's Spine. Can I can't skip this. No. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, and no one knew that there was something there in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
That's not necessarily true. It could have been treasure, could have been anything else. Oh, here we go. Obviously the first two locations. The first marked location is near Mondstadt. Beatrice also saw a bit of use alchemy to dig a hole in a body here. Okay. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric. That's not a body part. Except you had mentioned a femur. Okay. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone or concealed the body. No, it's not really true. Okay. Interpret. The second marked location is between Dragon's Spine and Dawn Winery, where D-Luke saw a buried body of an adult male. Human body remains. D-Luke described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to conclude against Albedo, so the testimony should be trustworthy. Well, was it Albedo though? D-Luke found teeth and femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of events because she was also there that night. Yeah, a femur. We'll see. But the crime scene found by Albedo first, probably. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up, but despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get D-Luke's attention. Well, it worked. Not to mention, Donna had been acting strange since before this. So, is everyone just... Okay, hear me out. Is everyone just fake plants like that, like Albedo is? Or is everyone just like fake clones just like Albedo, and everyone's not themselves? Or some people are like themselves and some people aren't, but like some people are captured probably by the abyss. Alright, I don't know. Moving along. The third marked location is in Dragon's Spine. Well, we didn't get to go to the other ones. We should have went to the other two because we had 2 days, but we didn't. During our investigation, Palmer and I discovered a hole beneath the snow big enough to hide a human body. There were also claw marks around the outside. Well, but there were no there were no body or remains whatsoever. Associate. Disassociate? Okay. The differences between the marked locations. A bit of mark these 3 locations on the map found in a hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, that all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. 3 different locations, 3 different bodies for one reason. Could probably be what? But unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Well, it's in a fucking mountain, dude. They're all fake people. Yeah, just like Fontaine. If you remember Fontaine. Dragon Spine is home to all manner of monsters and body animals. Could some kind of creature deck up the body? Probably. But why wasn't in that case in the other locations? Because the marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole at the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. Okay, right on. But if the hole at the 3rd location wasn't meant to be around some time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Who knows? Ask him. Most people know Albedo is now a chemist and the captain of the investigation team. But in truth, he's the Creed Prince, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners. Okay, Gold Riding Daughter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. Unless he killed 3 people. He's a calculated thinker. That's not really in his favor. That would be well concealed, that's true. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill toward human displayed any ill will toward any humanity. And he also still seems like his normal self. Weird. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth. You should bring everything to court and everything to light. That way you can kind of investigate things differently. I almost forgot. Paimon and I encountered someone on Dragon Spine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we went to the lands. Right, the plant. Okay, someone who looks exactly like him. That's my conclusion. Here we go. Okay, I do remember. I'm guessing Albedo was a plan. Should I help him out? Well, yeah. But what is that? What does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to say. Just me to me just now. I'd like to address the court if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, but I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case in the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? Because it's fucking cold. In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests the Dragon Spine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to the Traveler's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location, but I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine. Oh, okay.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story is not in there. Oh, but wait, there's more. the plot thickens. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest in Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body in the mountain, the third location on the marked map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
It's a little quick. You're kind of jumping the gun there, Miss Hertha. No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
She would let me finish, Miss Hertha. We get to the important part. Yeah, there you go. Get to it, buddy. The man who attacked me in Dragonspine was my height, blonde hair, and blue eyes, dressed in his clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happens to look exactly like you. Yes. Exactly like him, question mark. So I was right. Let's come back to what happened back then. What happened back then? I don't know.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
I mean, they could have just... Okay.
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
I know, you for the streets, girl. It's okay. Go back to, yeah.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
In self-defense. By the sound of it. Yes, I killed someone that day, someone who looked nearly identical to me. I mean, I'd be like, what the fuck, too, honestly. I never said that someone was a person. Hey, there it is. I see, then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
That was quick. Damn.
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
Hertha.
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face?
Hello to you, too.
A calmer looking Hertha.
I see what's going on here.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
Probably. Being kind of a see you next Tuesday, you know?
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court with no volume. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is what... Oh, okay, hold on. Willing to slow that down for a second. I'm slow. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of East, Dvalin, defeated Durin. Okay, there's a lot of D's. Jesus. And battle, and with help of Barbados, sealed his remains in Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. That's true. My impostor on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach. In a successful iteration of the homunculus project. Okay.
Homunculus?
Oh.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there.
So
Some
what?
kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine.
Okay, sounds like you're an imposter. Sounds like you're projecting, ma'am.
So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle.
I like her a lot more actually now. I like Hertha now.
You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't
Gene,
you?
Gene, fuck her up. Come on. The two of you look identical, but judging based on your demeanor, the new revival actually seems more like the Hearthful I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter.
Real Hertha is much more yeah, yo, she is.
How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago.
He's being honest with you, I don't know.
Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
Sorry. So it's short term.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Oh, yo, Miles, you weirdo.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days.
Bruh.
Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
Okay, okay.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine. This comes as a surprise. Interesting. Unless you're informed the Knights of Eronius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm. Oh.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now, or excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. Wait. A powerful life force and experience you can change at will, yet here you are at stand, a formless one paralyzed to act, but you're worried using the power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must... Yeah, that's obvious. Yeah, absolutely. You called it, actually. There are others too. Most beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet presence is what impedes her form from taking action. Look at the side eye, bruh. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings you serve as the core.
Show us your arm.
It's a piano. It's real now. So I should find it if I do order some food here. I might not. It might not be here because I'm probably gonna fall asleep in like an hour, but maybe for tomorrow.
Ugh! Have it your way.
Well.
Whoa!
Woo! Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Bombastic side eye. True.
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
Oh, Gene, let's get it. Come on. Give me one of them scenes, Gene. Come on.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Must be more people. Okay, Note. We can trust Note. Or okay, Kaya. Time to get moving, everyone. Yeah, no sugar, Kaya. Jesus, didn't take captain to know that, brother.
She just leaped across the room!
Did she? Where? I didn't. Okay.
After her!
It's time for what, weirdo? All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk. before I explain the past events of a few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, never killed any fellow citizens. Yeah, shocker. Second, the events of the past few days are all part of the plan. Most of the members of our order were honest. As for witnesses, Master Lee placed upon the situation before today's proceedings. Okay. Cool. Wow, that's quite an involved plan. Yeah, right on. Indeed, follow me. Excuse me. Ooh, slimes in the city. Ooh.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine. We've been waiting for it. We've been monitoring resurgence of Durin's life force. It's festering. Nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an inevitable attack. I was hoping you two could join me in providing assistance for the battle to come.
Of course.
Yeah.
Where's our first stop?
Ooh, that was fast. The top of the city wall. Why is that? Oh, is that Mona? Yeah, everyone's here. Cool. No, wrong button. Okay. So why would I start up there if I was in the Knights of Favon? Okay. Just start over here, bro. Venti, my big latte. What's up, boy? What you got for me, homie?
Venti!
Yo. Shoot, someone's coming. Help me. Please help me. You're the wind god, bro.
What's with the freak out?
Perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry. I thought you were good citizens. Well, it's about time we can proceed. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Oh, okay, finally. Don't worry, I'll treat you to drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when you're not here, you know. Monsters started surging from Mount Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected these monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact Durin absorbed the previous imposter. Oh.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies as I monitored the situation in Dragonspine. I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by the monsters who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Wow, they were... So wait. Hertha was her name? I'm confused with her situation. Okay, I'm just gonna keep reading because it doesn't make sense to me. Most of the people who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated two who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Probably. Or monsters, because monsters have femurs and teeth too. Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair. Okay, and the second, some teeth and bone. The monsters slowly digested their victims. I'm still confused as to what monsters here. The other bodies Albedo destroyed were the monsters' mimic forms. Yes, the clones. Then he buried whatever the remains and put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, they managed to gather some valuable data on putrefaction of the bodies. After we defeated the doppelganger Whopper Flower, that's what it was, on Dragonspine, and we promised to tell each other a story, remember? I'm glad. Didn't you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopper Flower into Subject 3. So, there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day? Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So, you see, at one point there was something hidden in the hole you found. I don't know any of this, by the way. I remember nothing. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned to Durin's stomach. Okay. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge of the way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. I think I probably skipped it, yep. Or it's like it's probably like one of those extra side quests you can do, but I just didn't bother doing it because I didn't. Albedo was kind of a shitty character, so like to play. Yeah. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange, those are the same people who tried to break the Knights of Felonious headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until finally it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we forced the situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash the power, all those under its influence became violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just laze around promising help. We'll use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. So, like, okay. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate the thing, right? Yes. If there are little secrets other people should know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it. Alright, what you got, Wind God? Oh boy.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many!
There should be no wind currents across the whole city. Everyone can hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support.
Sounds like a radio. Somehow.
Requesting assistance at the side gate.
Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
Yo, he just did it, bro. What do you mean? Actually, if you face away from the current, you whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
Yeah. You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice? Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Good job. Oh, you know, just want to be buried, calling for help, thank goodness. Traveler and Paimon Albedo find me. Got right out to a spot, huh? Glad you're okay. We should check on the status of the other areas. Let's go fight some shit. Please. Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. That's you, though, so... Okay. Shouldn't you be fighting? I mean, it's just two hilly trails, bro. Earth, wind, fire, crafting what I desire. What do we got, Cap? I like being in the middle of this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Is it you? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that works. Gee, that was a close one, I suppose. Thanks, Stoner Master D. Luke. I appreciate the help. No need, I didn't intervene to save you. It's my inconvenience. You were in my way. Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then, I suppose. We could work together, but you would not mind us anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me when would you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because it's fake, Hertha. No, because of you. Me, what did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough. No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me, Master D. Luke. When do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we, Master Monsters Incoming? Hold on a second. Best not to think about it. Okay. Oh!
Retribution!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Burn!
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Retribution!
That's it. Yeah, right?
They're over there! Dilu, Kaya!
Yeah, some time to make it out here. I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
KO. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining the role of battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian wants to volunteer, and I have this covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. You don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check the status of the other locations. Good luck. Well, I want to thank you for what you said in court. I'm not mistaken. You were on my side by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it didn't feel right to believe someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. It's for you, Kaya. Good work, as always. Of course, stay safe. Interesting transition. Another one. Oh, I gotta heal people. Come on, Gee.
Let's dance.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna talk to them now? Nah. No voice either? Come on.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're telling that to the person who healed you, bro?
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe I can give you a hand. Maybe we can give you a hand. Oh, right on. Outside is chaotic. Injured party should not be left unattended. Excuse me. So I'll escort you all myself. Let's go, Rosaria. Okay. Poggers.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. Don't know how this started, but others preparing this for a long time, so everything will be alright. It's gotta be. Alright. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. You need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen. Alongside attacks, fighting, so you need to take care of yourself. Okay. How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance that it has to do something with Dragonspine and our authority on that region, so we should take him at his word. So why did you put it into trial then? What is the whole point of that if you... Okay. So the city is going to be in danger, bro. It's in danger now. Yes, Knights of Avonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Me, mother... Okay. Bro, the way she's standing, she looks like one. Rosaria? I can't remember. Bennett, Amber, and who is that up top? I don't know who that is. I have the character, but their voice is annoying, so. The trial is part of their big plan to expose the truth of the monsters. True. On guard, everyone incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. So the monsters, quote unquote, devoured somebody slowly, right? Looks like with 25 herd trolls. Oh, sweet. Countermeasures. Let's go. Let's get it. Alright, fellas. Fighting. Let's go.
Yeah.
My characters are okay. What? Bro.
I won't let you down.
Wrong amber points.
Fighting cover fire.
Yeah, because voice line. Can't be serious, bro, right?
Now's our chance. Engaging. No one escapes my sights. Final warning. Leave the wounded to me. Providing cover fire.
All units are now in position.
Yeah, it taunts enemies too, by the way.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, nobody has voice lines. What is happening? I get chills thinking about it. A monster replaces someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, all the monsters won't be a threat to us again. Okay. Are you okay? The trial was around you. same here. I thought it was real on point. I was in complete shock. Yeah, no, man. No way. Eula kept the situation under wraps. Good job. Sounds like Eula, alright. She's an impenetrable wall. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can
All of
really
a sudden,
count
just a
on.
voice actress. That's insane.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It is, yeah. Sky's suggestion. He says the plan would work best with someone well, no, reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Rose was the best choice, so she came up with the idea that she would quote unquote disappear. So that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, until long fast get resolved, the imposter fell into the trap, basically. Cool. The imposter saw the gap in her ranks and couldn't help to take the bait. Interesting. It takes long for the fake Hertha to appear on the Knight's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
Well, when did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking the subject too. Okay. Still lost there. But wait long enough to convince fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we need to give her evidence. She had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't even have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're thinking or we're talking about right now. Interesting.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or I would have been. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. It would have given the monster or the imposter even more fuel against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about the dragon spine and the monsters in disguise. And if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would have been gone. That was a trap. You see, argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where's credit due. Okay.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed. Thank you for that. Me? Huh. Kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. Uh-huh. From the beginning, I had to leave letters in my office for a fair independent reader to discover someone willing to see the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I need you to turn for Windbloom. I knew you agreed to attend the trial. I know your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. Well, it was kind of voluntold too, but fine. The fake Hertha, subject 2, has met you on Dragon's Mind before. If she had agreed, you thought, lost faith made her come. Wait, yeah, okay. I see.
Aww, that means a lot.
Okay, so that's what's taking you, knight. Okay.
Wait, was that Eula just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
God. These round things are annoying, discussing boo sounds. Alright. What's up, my G?
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler,
Albedo, you're here.
Looking for somewhere safe at the cat's tail. Okay.
Got it. I'll take her there right away.
Awesome. I'm tired. I have to almost 2 hours over. Oh, my actual character. I don't actually have to play. Cool. Yeah, Albedo's not my character really, but it's just... That's it, that's all he does.
Burst forth! Coming to be!
Which is weird, why isn't the voice acting right now? Or it works now, but like... Whatever.
Steady as stone.
Witness my great undertaking!
It is a 5-star character, but they're kind of like making him versus like
Coming to be!
he's the worst 5-star character. 5-star. I don't know. They are the same as probably. Yeah. Probably, yeah. Recycle, reuse, you know.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright, fight first, conversation.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I
you
swear I only lost
huh?
sight of her for a second.
Oh, yeah, they're my character. He's awful.
Beg for mercy.
You love here.
Crush! More speed. Those bombs. I see what you mean. She is not to be underestimated. Flood of frost!
28,000.
Crush!
Clea's not one either? My goodness, dude, what is happening here, dude?
Albedo, you can't be serious. Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears. Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
bad they brought the story back to Mondstadt, where it all began. These rich people have voice in the wind, man. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good. Preparations paid off. Injuries few and far between. Wonderful. I'll review in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep. Right as rain. We're back. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Jean. This operation cannot happen without all of you. Without you all, whatever your leadership made it possible, Jean. Busy the last few days. You need a break. I believe you deserve one most of all. Work isn't finished. I'm afraid I have a few loose ends to tie up. Let's go see. Come on, we got. So the headquarters, y'all. Where's all the people? I want to see some monsters, yo. Venti latte. Right on. What do we got? Thank you for everything, Venti latte. Just forget I said anything. Okay. They're just shooting the shit. Where's that? Can't skip any of it. I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Darwin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subject to his emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer on Mother's duty, or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that the fact that it difficult to accept these emotions he felt in response were quite genuine. If I make the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose from Darwin's instinct to complete and survive. Of course, the absorption of subject to his knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing more power. In the end, however, Durin lacks insufficient social intelligence. The fact his army.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the
Thank you for
wind.
the Venti latte. Yes, that same feeling. It's so close. Phonia? What's Phonia? Make your report.
Oh, nothing much to report, actually. Good. No problems.
How'd everything go? I see. You don't mind me asking. Where'd you come from that direction, and why are you alone? Do you think we're still meeting at the same side gates? Have charged plans? We sent a message over the wild blast we managed to battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed it as well. Because you're phony. Don't move. Oh, wow, that was let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Yes. Done. I think. No. I don't really want to read a bunch. If I do have to read them, I'm just going to end it. Her name is Phony Head, yes. Okay, I really don't want to read. Sorry.
Wait, the operation isn't over.
Yeah, you have to go deal with the dragon thing that you guys are talking about, so. Tripartite. Okay. What are these, all these new words?
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
Tripartite conference is gathering three parties and intend to kill Animan Archon and join forces Knights in the Church of Favonius. Barbatos was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the Knights. He was quite away with words. Oh god, this is flying through. Jesus. Enemy monsters, greatest time of need, mages return to lend their aid to our nation. Yes, now I have a request of my own. Okay.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Yeah, definitely need more fight scenes for sure. We got to use D-Luke and Kaya, but yeah, I have them.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
That's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka? Grandmaster? Sorry, Varka. You're probably busy.
Considering
right now,
I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Well, fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
That seems a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend who's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights with Favonius investigation team, requests a phone meeting with the Hex and Zirkel. Paimon's kind of annoying sometimes, but she gets the best lines in the game. Yeah, she do. Her voice is pretty, like, it's just, yeah, sends you through a loop.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I wish to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother, Rhine-daughter, never accomplished?
Mother, eh? In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right there. Where? In this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Excuse me? Hi, Aunt Alice. Turn yourself into a giant Dodoko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
God.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Right?
Aw, that's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out to somebody you need to meet, head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Why is he waiting for us there instead of coming down? Okay. I'm gonna meet the round kitty ball thing. Okay.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Mini Durin.
Mini
What?
Turin? What are you doing here?
What? Yeah, maybe I skipped this. We kind of helping you guys in secret this whole time. Been tapping someone on the shoulder the whole time, but you floated away too fast. You've been mossed up for a few days now. We kept myself on the other side. Thought people might be scared of me. You're a dragon,
Oh,
dude.
don't worry. We aren't scared of you. So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I just sneak off the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun. That's not why I'm here, Beto, and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace Durin on the dragon spine. I'm gonna be one of those who revived and brought into this world. You're gonna be a dragon brought back to life. Cool.
Wait, didn't
Well,
that
you're
already
a
happen?
dragon that's alive, so.
You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Heal. Sorry. I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into human. Oh.
What?
Human transformation. Yeah, it's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
Cool. I don't know if want is the right words. I don't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I do have as much right to this name. I don't know why. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. Becoming human. I know a bit of talking about that. He said Durin on Dragon's Spine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, also almost like a beast. Mom created me a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance with the evil parts of him. Well, you don't know that. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like if I can still be me once I become the part of him. Okay, well that's probably a reason not to. If you're not sure you can be a balance, then I wouldn't risk it. Maybe without a complete soul, there never will be me to begin with. Albedo said these questions are normal. We're all trying to figure out who we are. Yeah. I'm not afraid of change. Yeah, but if you're gonna become a dragon, that's probably bigger. Or if you're a dragon that turns into I don't know. Okay. That sounds meaningful to him. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of the same boat, you know. Albedo told me he's cried Prince, a synthetic human, and if this works, I'll be one too. We'll be the only two human of her kind. Cool.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hawkeye know about this?
Hawkeye? Alright, cool. I don't know. Mysterious room. Okay. I may have to run to get food, but what? Okay, I'll be right back. After we do this, but yes. I'll be back. see what else we can do. Or should I just call it here? Talk to Alice. Okay. Oh boy.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
Oh, she sound old. Thank you.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along? All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about? Oh?
I intend to kill Durin. Okay, cool.
Which ones? I'm all ears. Interesting.
Mari
What
Jarviri?
else?
Okay. The other portion is the embryo left by my mother, granddaughter.
The raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has been continued to beat ever since he died. That can basically mean just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away, millennia, or even the day will come. For I spent years investigating Dragon's Spine, but aware of where danger it possesses, he already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt at less than half of its original strength. There's no telling how dire. Hence, we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood. Limitless, unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could awaken at any moment. So the sole solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be the monster at all. I intend to kill him and transform a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulenka, created by mages from Hexengrill. I'm sure you know of it.
Of course! It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
Just run that investigation. I knew Durin would return. To that end, I devised an alchemical model of transmutation of the soul. Will come from the fairy tale. Okay. And the monster remnants from the okay. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom heightened the vitality of the monster's remnants beside each other. Okay, cool. Cool. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In alchemy setting, results like nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Is she mad?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
That's where we're in the Imaginarium arena. That's where you asked Travel to come along. I see. Okay. 1 second now. You're not even gonna ask me to take part of this. You're just gonna tell me, oh, you need convincing? I thought you'd want to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outlandish things I might attempt, well, without someone to keep me in check. Fine, I'm not gonna argue with you.
So you know our tricks, huh? Well,
Alice
success
provides
means little if you
flexibility.
have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The Hexencircle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Yeah, I don't know. Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Yeah, let's do it. Are you ready? Of course.
Then, my dear children, get ready
Dodo
for a
King.
taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Bring it on, girl. What you got, brother? Ooh. Oh, I thought it was cinematic. I was excited, sorry. And we're small. Is the Harry Potter? Huh. Okay. Oh, okay.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
That means you're super annoying now. Gotcha. Okay. Pfft. Ha! What is it? Paimon's voice is louder than usual. Yeah.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Alright, charming auntie. What do you got?
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test?
Okay, that's a bit strange. Sure.
I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal.
Okay.
Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Alright. Do I get to use my actual squad though? Yo, let's get it. Okay.
Illusion shattered! Come at the beam! Witness my great undertaking! Come at the beam!
I'm flying! You can't get near here.
Witness my great undertaking! I swear by my sword! Witness my great undertaking!
But I can't seem to win either.
Come into being!
Look alive! Hi!
Moment of birth! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
You asked for it! Witness my great undertaking! Come into being! There's no escape!
One surface and is far too slow. Rapid speed!
Barely a
This
scratch!
is
Witness my great undertaking!
of power.
This is war.
Absurd! There is no escape!
Burst forth.
Speed of light.
Moment of
Cut to the chase.
great undertaking.
You're dead meat!
Cool. Cinematic? Oh, hey, let's go.
Ugh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
This one doesn't seem like
Well
Alice.
done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
Yes. Probably, man. Probably his mom. Huh. Fortune, jealous auntie.
The trial awaits.
Let's get it.
Only by turning the world on its head can you see its true color. So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Arms earned true freedom, the moment has been pledged to run. Don't get stuck in the barrel. In the spirit of Rhine-daughter, I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me. Barbara. This is just for some cauldron ceremony. Oh, Albedo, you're always so charming and romantic. Unlike my own student, she can be so full of herself. I do wish she'd take a leaf out of the rather dreary.
Allow me, darling.
With swords from shadow.
Shine down!
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling.
Witness my great undertaking.
Nowhere to hide.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
A towering return to form!
Witness my great undertaking.
Hear me!
Burst forth.
The tidal chorus sings freely.
Witness my great undertaking.
Don't blink. With swords from shadow.
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
The stage is yours, my queen.
Great I shall take the spotlight once more.
Nowhere to hide.
slay our foes with one almighty strike!
Nah.
Yes, very well done.
We did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Okay, okay.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory, and so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Question mark. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Well, it's like, whatever. Once you rest it up, let me go when you go to Dragonspine. Okay, well.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Yeah. That's right. Alright. Well, let's put a patter. Guys. Oh. No revival item. Hold on a minute. Wait a second. Wait. Let's get the one who can survive in Dragonspine without any potions or anything. Let's just get her alive again. There we go. Okay. She has a pass where she gains health, which gives you just like a low HP. Then yeah, just she gains HP faster than she loses it eventually. So yeah. Anyway, Hulk. I was wondering what this was when I first started playing the game. Is this sparkle? Kind of. Cool. Yeah.
This place is as freezing as ever!
And then warmest being here.
Paimon's hands
Let's see what we got.
Still beating away after all
Paimon,
this
I have to get to
time.
work now. Okay. Leave it to me to stay on guard. For what? Monsters.
May Paimon ask a question?
Man.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
Well, come on, you'll find out soon enough. Alchemical creation or perspective are both artificial creation.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
Who doesn't? That's not much a matter of preference, rather, as things that stand out rather belong to a class of human, albeit a unique category thereof. Because that was not English. Most unique human, sure. I believe many Durin are told to use intent to replace Durin of Dragonspine. He has expressed a strong interest in becoming human. Cool shot. Understood the broadcast, the broadest sense, the deal's pause and pass. Katie Duran must become a secondary consideration. Okay. By contrast, people want to cultivate life, royalty content. Endogenously is cultivated. Okay. Whatever his life to attain a great level of perfection proves rule, but doing so does not question whether or not merely wish to. The Alchemel Enterprise is concerned with deciphering, comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say science experiments me, but anything affects Mondstadt, I approach the first and foremost as Knights of Favonius. Does any of your questions satisfactory? Sure, dude. Oh, you are gone. Finished. That was it?
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The heart is too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I just remove the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Duran's body should finally die for good.
But in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Duran's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Duran's influence considers me are one and the same. Interesting. Armed with his heart, I'll be able to complete alchemical array and something. Okay. Huh. I see.
Pleasure.
Let's
We
call
sure
it a day
learned a
here.
lot.
Thanks for accompanying me. Mondstadt is a lively place. During the Wilhelm Festival, you should take a look around, pick up some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom Star is gonna be this time.
Guess we'll find out.
Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
Kaya. I'm sure you'll find the day of. Find out the day of. Okay, cool. Right on. Well, good job. That was a lot anticlimactic, or really anticlimactic. Like that was, yeah. I'm supposed to. I thought I was gonna fight a dragon, like a spirit or something. I don't know.
Let's get it on! Hi!
What's this?
Ad Astra Abbott. Thank you for completing.
You're so welcome. It was pretty anticlimactic.
Ad
I
Astra.
don't know. I mean, the chess pieces are kind of random, but like, hey, it's. They've had so many bosses. Like, it's yeah. I mean, cool.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin! Let's go check it out!
Return to special story mode to continue the story. Am I not in story mode? Or the heck? Whoopsies. Oh, guess I wasn't. Okay. During the Wimbledon Festival, people Mondstadt band together to defeat several waves of monsters. Windbloom Star is awarded as someone who did the best. May not be the strong warrior. Oh, oh no. Give us a round of applause, Fenty.
Wow!
No, really, you're gonna pick me, the perfect person for the job. Yep. I'm gonna get unlimited free drinks at the tavern, of course. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this Windbloom's arm if you like. You can even have a drink while you have an acceptance speech. Okay. Oh. Possibly go wrong. Ubiquitous earth flowing water. Refining fire, fortifying wind. Traverse the 18th worldly 12th passage. Elevate flesh in the sacred blood. Oh, sages, witness my grand. All part of the plan, probably. How was it? Not bad, right? Cool. You bad guy? Mayhaps.
Albedo, how did everything go?
Very smoothly, I'd say we achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Well, gargoyle. Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilized. We should give him some time. Incredible work, Albedo. Good stuff, Alfredo.
So, how do you feel right now?
Well, I mean, he did achieve personal goals, Sam. Rare facial expression.
She?
My master and mother, Gold, my daughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with instruction to complete a task monumental importance to find the truth. I had a theory what she meant in time. She was corroborated about it. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world Basically stood for getting a life. Get a life, loser. That's funny. That would be easier for most to do, but for someone like me, I meant for doing a lot of learning learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me and other people. Life isn't the space between me and the world, but become truly human in order I had to inhabit the space. So for an nerd for shame and finding life in some sense equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves!
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human, eh? I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events that give me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning of what follows. The choices human has to make in life, as well as what kind of family to surround you with. Most people probably see the events last few days somewhat of a nightmare, but for me, it's part of my family life. I really care for your existence, for my brother has enjoyed this fire, come to an end, just like me have stepped in the road and faced
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Let's suppose to get from our mother, she's highly unusual. There are kinds of families in the world, but some based around the family store, others are on farm. My family, we tend to flower beds. Oh, he's a gardener too. Interesting. Cool. Master never showed her face. Wow. That's insane. Huh. Since devouring neighbors, it seems she finally did modicum of peace. What should they have for her? Should always have penchant for madness, you know?
Devouring Nefarious? What's Nefarious?
Thank you, Paimon. That's the name of the ruler of life. What?
What?
Some people did not so long ago. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As ruler of life knows, Nefarious is not gone. Instead, Master's actions, she is Nefarious and now one. In any case, thank you so much for helping me with our deal. Choosing to stand by the faith through it all.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Yeah. Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'm sure the past long has had a report back to Master.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters?
Talk about burning the leaves.
Wow, this Wimbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Wimbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Wimbloom gonna be? Venti, you're back.
Well, I couldn't keep my 2 dear friends in the dark about this year's Wimbledon, now could I? What do you think of Cecilia? True feelings of the prodigal son, sentiment, a sweet, warm as such breeze, perfect for the season. Give me your hand, traveler. Huh? I was very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass the trial. So you deserve something in return as well. Perfect. The Hexenzirkel wants you to have this. Contains something entirely kind of secret of sorts. When time is right, it reveals itself to you and it needs to open it right away.
Wow! A gift and a mystery all in one!
According to the sender, you're probably the only person you make use of this, so I suppose it belongs with you. Alright, thanks. There's another Paimon. Cool.
You've helped a lot, Venti.
Yeah.
How about we treat you to a drink?
How about a latte?
Of course not! Let's...
When no love remains, your song becomes not a meant to show. Oh yes, this song again. The window is so cold. You saw wisdom. Oh my god, I can't even read this fast. Sorry. Wow, we're done. End of the chapter. Cool. Very cool. Well, that's it. 3 hours later. What do you think? Cool? Not cool? 10 out of 10? I would probably give that a 6 out of 10. Storytelling? Probably 8, but I wish there were voice actors. Maybe it's like the English version, maybe they had like Japanese.
That's quite a crowd over there. Is someone doing a performance? Let's go see.
Nah. Yeah. What's my... Hello? Ah. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Alright, cool. Well, GG's. Yeah. Yeah, I was expecting to have a drink and just hang out and, you know, whoops. Oh, it's daytime now.
Hi, everyone.
Sorry, Sansa.
I'm Sansa, and I'm a... All goes quiet on Star Snatch Cliff. High in the trees.
Want to do this.
No whiff of the wind. No sign of...
Goodbye. Okay. Yeah, well, that's it for me. I think I'll be on probably, I don't know, Monday. I got some plans this weekend for trying to find a place. So, yep. GG's. Sleep well.